Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We've got an exciting packed episode today. We'll be starting off with a brief gameweek32 team review. Thereafter, we'll be looking at upcoming fixtures. We'll be focusing on gameweek33 to gameweek34 top player targets. Our main feature for today will be looking at gameweek33 plans. We've got a plan 1, a plan 2 and a plan 3. Finally, we'll end off with our proposed or likely gameweek33 team. Please remember to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. We will really appreciate it. Also, feel free to follow us on Twitter at FPL_A+. To warm you up, we've got an FPL trivia question for you. Today's question is as follows. Which player has earned the most FPL bonus points from game week 1 until game week 32? We've got three options. Option A, Erling Haaland. Option B, Ivan Toney. Option C, Harry Kane. Please stay tuned, the answer will be revealed at the end of this video. Carry on with today's game week 32 team review. Game week 32 was quite a roller coaster, with for a change none of our forwards scoring any goals and all of them blanking. However, we were not disappointed with our defence, as Sam Johnson scored a solid 10 points with a clean sheet and maximum bonus points. Timothy Castagne also did not disappoint after Leicester conceded. He scored a wonder goal to win the match for Leicester, as well as Alexander Arnold, who managed an assist for a 5-point score. In the midfield, Bukayo Saka was the main star with a goal and an assist for 13 points, and Mo Salah carried on his recent form with another goal and 14 points as our captain. Gabriel Martinelli was another star in the Arsenal team for another goal and 9 points. Cody Gakpo unfortunately disappointed with a blank. In total, our team managed a very solid 70-point score against the average of 42 points. This gave us a reasonable green arrow as we now moved up to 22,953 in the world out of more than 11.3 million FPL managers. That is quite a respectable position to be in. The main focus for the rest of the season will be to focus on the upcoming double game weeks and to make sure that we target players with all potential in order to be able to rise up the ranks and smash those green arrows. So please remember to follow us and subscribe so that you can share in on these green arrows as we move up the ranks. This is the FPLA Super League standings currently. In first place, we've got Piyush Singla. Well done, Piyush, for holding on to that top spot. But this time you joined first place with Supramaniam. Well done, Supramaniam, for joining Piyush on that first place. In third place, we've got Arnav Garg. Fourth place, we've got yours truly. Fifth place goes to Jamie Duncan. Sixth place, we have got Dennis Kuswanda. Seventh place, we've got Anderson Moreira dos Santos. In 8th place, we've got Levi Aronsa. 9th place goes to Ulrich Williams. And rounding up the top 10, we've got Marius Sandmo. Well done to everybody that's made it to the top 10. Those that are not yet in the top 10 but that are lurking and close by, keep on pushing and your time will come soon. This is the upcoming fixture schedule for game week 33 to game week 38. Since the last video, you would notice that all the fixtures have been confirmed. So the rest of the season from game week 33 to game week 37, all fixtures are confirmed, and there are some additions to the double game weeks, most notably in game week 36 as well as game week 37. If you look at the left hand side, you'll notice the various teams that are circled in red, blue and green. The red circle, which is one team being Brighton, denotes 3 double game weeks that are left, so you definitely will want to target Brighton players as they have got a double game week in game week 34, game week 36 and game week 37. And in between, their fixtures are also looking quite good as they play Nottingham Forest in game week 33 and Everton in game week 35. The only tough fixture could possibly be in game week 38. Then the teams that have got 2 double game weeks, it is Manchester City as well as Manchester United, which are both in game week 34 and game week 37. Then we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams that have got 1 double game week left. They are Chelsea, Fulham, Liverpool, Newcastle and West Ham. So with all these double game weeks that are lurking, you would try to want to have a reasonable representation from most of these teams, at least have the top premium teams as much as possible, either 2 or 3 of their players, so that if you are loading on them within game week 33 or game week 34, you will not only be able to benefit from them in that game week, but also from subsequent game weeks when they have also good and double game week fixtures. The main fixtures to target in game week 33 are on screen. You'll note the essential players and the teams that they fall in are circled in red. If you're looking at the 2 home sides, Aston Villa, they play Fulham. Aston Villa have been on a decent run of form recently, and Ollie Watkins is the main man. He's really steadying the ship in terms of being the talisman, and Unai Emery has taken that team to the next level this season. Their motivation is to try to get into the European positions, and it's looking increasingly possible. Then we've got Manchester City, who are making a very late title chase run. Then we have got Brighton, who are playing away from home against Nottingham Forest. We've also got Newcastle that are playing away from home against Everton, as well as Manchester United that are playing against Spurs. Spurs could possibly be for the taking unless their new interim manager has some interim manager bugs. Then we've got 2 teams that have got some top players that we would also recommend. Those are Liverpool that play against West Ham, and then Arsenal, who are current Premier League log leaders. If you're looking for some spicy differentials, you could potentially look for within Crystal Palace or Leicester, as well as Brentford. These are the game week 33 to game week 34 top player targets. The first player that we've got is the Egyptian king himself, Mo Salah, at 12.9 million. He has got a fixture against West Ham, followed by a double game week against Tottenham and Fulham. Then we've got Alexander Arnold at 7.5 million, playing more as a attacking midfielder rather than a defender currently, so the points are there for the taking, and he's got also some mouth-watering fixtures coming up. Then we have got Isak from Newcastle, who at 6.8 million is a steal and has no double game weeks in the next 2 game weeks. However, both the single game week fixtures are very easy fixtures on paper, and you could expect Isak to even outscore some double game week players in those matches. Next we've got Diego Jota at 8.8 million, who seems to be taking the forward position away from Darwin Núñez, who hasn't been in the best of form during the course of the year and scored a brace in the last match. He could be a good spicy differential if you are looking for a low-owned player. And then we have got Marcus Rashford, who has just come back from injury, and if he carries on the sterling form that he had after the World Cup, then there could be lots of points up for grabs. Also, Manchester United have a double game week, which is against Aston Villa and Brighton at 7.1 million, another player at a steal of a price. This is our current game week 33 team plan. We've got 3 options. Game week 33 transfer plan option number 1. Option number 1 looks at bringing in Mo Salah for Bukayo Saka, and then bringing in Diego Jota for Harry Kane. Now, Bukayo Saka and Harry Kane are extremely star-studded premium players. You might ask, why are you transferring them out? The main reason for this is that if you look at Bukayo Saka's fixture in game week 33, he's got a tough fixture against Manchester City. It doesn't mean that he cannot score. However, his next 2 fixtures are also not necessarily the easiest. He plays against Chelsea and then against Newcastle. And the most important thing is he has got no double game weeks for the rest of the season. you look at the fixture list for Mo Salah, he has got a double game week against Tottenham and Fulham in game week 34, and you most likely would want to bring him in. He could possibly be one of the higher owned players in game week 34. So the thought is, instead of holding off on this transfer as for Mo Salah, as it could be a -4 in any case in the next game week, why not actually bring the player in sooner, as he has potentially and arguably an easier fixture against West Ham. In order to fund this move, you would need to downgrade somewhere, and the best place that we are looking at downgrading, because we need quite a few funds, is Harry Kane down to Diogo Jota. And the reason for that is Harry Kane, you could expect him potentially to score. He's been very consistent all season. His next fixture is against Liverpool, and while that might be a tougher fixture, he's got a decent record against Liverpool. However, Harry Kane doesn't have any double game weeks coming up, and if you look at Diogo Jota, for a similar reason to, like we mentioned, to Mo Salah, he has got a double game week in game 34 against Tottenham and Fulham. So this could be a transfer that we are basically bringing forward in order so that we can try to get the benefit in this game week and the next game week. Our game week 33 transfer plan option number 2 involves not taking a hit, just utilizing the free transfer, and it means taking out Harry Kane and bringing in Isak from Newcastle. Now Isak does not have any double game weeks in the next 2-3 game weeks. His double game week is only in game week 36. However, if you look at his next 2 fixtures, he plays Everton in game week 33 and then Southampton at home in game week 34. Those are very tasty fixtures, and if he carries on his recent run of form, then he could potentially even outscore some double game week players. So the benefit of this is this ensures that there is sufficient funds for the following week if we are trying to bring in Mo Salah. Game week 33 transfer plan option number 3 involves rolling the free transfer, and you might see that the team currently on paper looks quite good. There is no immediate essential player that one would say you really need to bring in. It's more really just about throwing the dice and trying to play the upside where possible. No weaklings that we have in our team, so this is also an option that we are considering. This is how our game week 33 team is likely to line up. In goal, we've got David Raya, who plays against Chelsea. In defense, we've got Kieran Trippier from Newcastle. We've got Perverse Estupinian from Brighton. We've got Sven Botman from Newcastle. Our midfield has got Marcus Rashford from Manchester United, Jack Grealish from Manchester City, Solly March from Brighton, as well as Kaoru Mitoma from Brighton. Our forward line is Erling Haaland from Manchester City, Harry Kane from Tottenham Hotspur, and Ollie Watkins from Aston Villa. Our current captaincy armband is on Erling Haaland, who plays against Arsenal. Other notable captaincy options are Ollie Watkins, who plays against Fulham, and Marcus Rashford, who plays against Tottenham Hotspur. Alternative options that we could have in our team include starting Kepa Arrizabalaga over David Raya. At this stage, however, we seem to be favouring David Raya more for his saves than his clean sheet potential. And then another option is potentially to start Bukayo Saka despite him playing against Manchester City, and benching Solly March. And the one change in the team that we could possibly do a transfer for is bringing in Isak for Harry Kane. Next, we will reveal the answer to the FPL trivia question that we asked earlier. The question was, which player has earned the most FPL bonus points from game week 1 until game week 32? The 3 options were option A, Erling Haaland, option B, Ivan Toney, option C, Harry Kane. Did you get this answer correct? Please comment down below. The answer to this question is Harry Kane. Harry Kane has accumulated 35 bonus points until game week 32. He is followed by Ivan Toney with 34 and Erling Haaland with 33. That's it for this game week video. We hope you found it quite useful. All the best for GW33. Please remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And until next time, all the best and cheerio.